Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to episode 25 of the Non-League to Legend Save with Plymouth. Now, if you would have watched the bonus episode, episode 24 that I put out, I suggest you go and watch that now. And that was basically, we got offered a big job. Well, we didn't get offered a big job, sorry. We got offered a big interview. We didn't apply for it, nothing. And then all out in the press, we were linked as being really suited for it. The supporters made us leading candidate, and it was with Leicester City. But we've since heard and we didn't get the job. So that's a shame. I mean, to be completely fair, they actually hired a nobody pretty much. Well, I say a nobody, but I'll show you here. Paul Hurst, they they hired, and he was the Brentford manager. So I mean, he Brentford are in the Premier League, so he'd done a good job getting them up into the Premier League. So maybe not a nobody, but yeah, we didn't get the job. But I'm not overly bothered because we are performing well. So since we left you last, not that I can remember when that was. Is that the Ipswich Blackburn game? We played the Charlton Yeovil, didn't we? Sorry, beg your pardon. Played the Charlton Yeovil. That didn't go great, and then the form really started to dip. We were still scoring goals, but we were losing games. It was getting really frustrating. But after them two games, it's not been going too bad. We took Barrow to a replay, so we're through to the second round. Played Mansfield in the second round, beat them, so we're through to the third round. But in the league, it's been going pretty well up until our last game against Oxford away. We lost 4-2. Big disappointment. But we've got two real tough games here and quite a good episode to bring you, really. We've got Walsall at home. Walsall are top of League One and they look really, really good. And then we've got Exeter. And the reason I'm bringing you this game is because they are our big rivals. I don't know where it tells you. There you go. Fierce rivals, Plymouth local, and it's the West Country derby. So we're going to bring you those two games today. Nothing much else to catch you up on, but we will just show you the league table so you know where we stand for now. So 24 games played. We're sitting second. It's relatively tight, sort of down to maybe 10th-ish. But like I say, we're playing well. We're losing a few too many silly games, but we are attacking people. We're scoring a lot of goals. So happy days. So let's get into this first game against Walsall. Right, this is how we line up against Walsall. Largely unchanged again. Nathan Trott, Tunnicliffe, Lacey, Delaney, and Dedes across the back. Terrell and Carruthers because the Moses McCarthy just a little bit tired, only at 82%. So we're going to give him a rest for this game. Could prove key because Samir Carruthers doesn't necessarily play well there. Drunan and Gomez out wide, and we're going to start with Gavin Olsen up top rather than Novakovic. He's a little bit tired, and B, my assistant is really keen on getting this Gavin Olsen into the side. But I did tell a little white lie. We have got a new signing to show you, and it's this guy here, Romeo Undry. We picked him up for next to nothing. Literally nothing. It was a free transfer. He came from. I'm not even going to try. You can read that yourself. He's not fantastic. He needs a work permit. I thought we'd sign him anyway because he's not on big wages, but he's got decent potential and he's a little bit of foreign talent, decent technique, first touch, flair, decision. So he's the kind of he's a bit of an exciting player. So I mean, there's another 10 days till I can apply for a work permit. I will apply for that, and then if that doesn't go through, I shall send him out on loan, hopefully somewhere. But to be honest, I wouldn't be expecting to see his name a lot in this save. Okay, so that's how we line up. Let's just go and give it our best. I think the target for today's game has to just be to not lose. That has to be the only target. Prove a point today. Let's go with the assistant. He knows what he's doing. This is new. Bit annoying though. I still wish it had a select all. It's a little bit frustrating to do that every time, or to not select them all, but sort of tell just the defence, then tell just the midfield and the attack. So I don't particularly like that. Okay, here we go. Let's keep it tight out there, boys. This is a big game. I haven't really identified any of their big players or anything, or anyone that makes them special. So I don't really know who to look out for. But at home, I just think we should be able to do something. But that's a good tackle, Samir. Oh, it's gone right the way through. Yeah, we're going to be in trouble here, aren't we? Well done, Lacey. Last ditch tackle. But it was a nothing highlight, which suggests something's coming from this corner. Ball in, headed clear by Olsen, the target man. Here goes Dranan away. Loves to run at his man. Played it back to Gomez, though. That's a poor ball, but Dranan gets on the end of it. Oh, cross was far too deep. He's not very comfortable out on that left-hand side. Bless him. Here we go. Throw in on the left-hand side. Dedez, Carruthers. Finds McGarry, who hates being in the box. Look at him. You're meant to be a poacher, lad. Right, Terrell. Out to Dedez. Carruthers. Terrell. Into the feet of McGarry. Will he find Olsen? He does. Olsen finds Terrell. Dranan. Well worked. Terrell on the edge. He'll shoot. Oh, that's not far wide at all. 25 minutes in. It's pretty even so far, so not too disappointed with how it's going. We've got a highlight. Gomez swings it in. Dranan tries to win a header. Can't. And this is going to be a Walsall break. I can feel it. Maybe not. Olsen, nice little back heel. Terrell, McGarry, can ya? No, he can't. Got a corner though. McGarry swings one in. Dranan! Wow. He looked like he dug that right out. That was right underneath him. Here we go. Gomez, Terrell. What can he do? Finds Carruthers. That'll do ya. Go on, Dranan. Olsen. There it is. He's repaid the faith in me for starting him. And Brad McGarry actually said something in the press about him having a really good partnership with Novakovic, which I thought was really good. But Novakovic, he's a strange player. I suppose a bit like a Peter Crouch. His height seems to give him a big advantage in some areas, but all his best work sort of comes on the deck. And I just think there's slightly better players out there than him to do that job. But you never know. We'll stick with Olsen for now. He's got his goal. We go highlight for Walsall. Dobson. Cuvelier, don't know. Xavier must do. Yeah, he scored 1-1. That's a shame. It's their first proper chance. It was really lax defending. Really, really lax. Let's give him a little encouragement. I'm going to watch it, but I'm not happy about it. I just felt it was really lazy. No one's watching their man. Look at Cuvelier. Come on. Great first touch for him, though. Kind of pulled the keeper away. 1-1. Here we go. Another highlight this half. This could be bad news. We don't want to go in 2-1 down. Winners. Well up Delaney. Well up Carruthers. Someone get there. Well done Olsen. That's poor from McGarry. All we essentially expect from McGarry is the finish at the end of the move. If he gets too involved, things tend to go wrong. Ah, for goodness sake. Oh, but there's no need. You forced him so wide. There's no one in the box. He can't cause any damage from there whatsoever. And you've given away a cheap penalty. That Lacey, I should just nickname him Marmite. Because you love him, you hate him. He's either excellent or he's absolutely dire. And hopefully we're not going to get one of them dire performances in today's game. But that is a shocking decision to bring him down for that penalty. And O'Neill, well, he tries his best to miss it, bless him. He's tried to give it to the keeper. Keeper's dived past it. So half-time whistle approaching. 2-1 down. We really don't deserve to be. I don't like losing in this manner because it's so frustrating. We should not be losing the game. Before the game started and I was 2-1 down, I expect them to dominate and beat us. But to come in and be very, very average and then to be 2-1 up is a bitter pill to swallow. I expect to see a much better showing. Wish I could be a little bit more harsh, really. It's not good enough. we defend so well at times. We defend like lions sometimes, and then the times we don't is when people are playing a very slow-paced game on the edge of our box, and they seem to just casually slot it through the holes in our defence, and they're in. Here we go, free kick. John Terrell swings it in. Drenan stubs away. Terrell back in. Olsen can't get above the goalkeeper. Going to demand more. If that was a highlight, that was a poor excuse for one. So I'm going to suggest this is going to carry on. Here we go. Brad McGarry over the top. You've got to square it, son. Got to square it. Where are you off to? Drenan, he doesn't miss them. We've seen so many goals like that from him in League One and League Two. He's been really good for us. We got him on loan from Ipswich while we were in League Two. He then ran out of contract and we signed him permanently. Yeah, I think he's been a massive, massive help in this squad. McGarry, decent cross. Drinan does not miss them. 2-2. Come on, the boys. Don't know how far the trip is for Walsall, but they've only brought 93 fans with them. Poor show from top of the league in League One. We should be out singing these, out playing them, but we're kind of not. Right, Gomez playing a 6.2. That's got to change. Ryan Hedges comes on. He's a bang average player, but he's one of them players that just has a knack. You know what I mean? Samir Carruthers not playing fantastically well. We're going to leave it there just for now. Corner, Walsall swung out to that typical free man on the edge of the box. Here we go, Robinson into the feet of Douglas. Cavalier, here we go. Bakayoko scores. I mean, I'd love to have been the manager of their team in this game. You just haven't been in the game. You've had 3 half chances, and I wouldn't even say half chances. That's maybe being a bit harsh, but I would put their goals down to terrible defending from us as opposed to brilliant football from them. That's not me being sour. I'll applaud people when they score good goals against me, but unfortunately their 3 goals today have been absolutely shocking. Not good enough. We're going to go attacking. Look at that, Lacey. I don't know how he does it. 5.6 one week, 8.4 the next. Like, let's just stick it in a steady 7.2 or something, can we? All right, we've got 8 minutes left. It's not looking good. In fact, let's change you up altogether. Let's get you on attack. Let's get you as a... Why not? Let's go box to box. Winger on attack. Winger on attack. Target man on attack. Actually, we're going to bring Novakovic on. And we're going to go wing back attack. Full back attack. Right, I'll give it a couple of minutes and I'll go overload. They'll probably go and get a 4th now, but I mean, I say it all the time. If I'm losing 3-2, I'd rather lose 4-2 in trying to even the game up, really. But no, God, it's so weak, so poor, no good. Come on, rubbish. It's really starting to wind me up. Overload. Corner comes in, great tackle by Tunnicliffe, looked a bit wild. We go, highlight, John Terrell, finds Carruthers, finds Drenan, finds... Oh yes, come on, Novakovic. Maybe what I said earlier about Olsen is he's a little bit wrong. Maybe I'm going to stick with Novakovic, I don't know. He does tend to do well. The assists and the goals scored by Novakovic and McGarry, they just assist each other constantly. Right, come on, we've got 5 minutes here. I've dropped it down to attacking rather than going all out. Like I said, a point here, I would be relatively happy with a point. I would say that they would probably be happy with a point as well. And this has got to be the end of the game. Nothing ball from Delaney. 2 seconds left. There it is, ref. There it is, ref. There it is, ref. Christ alive, what is he trying to do to me? Right, we're going to go assertive. Unlucky, boys, it just wasn't our day. They didn't hate it. That's all that matters, really. And that's not a bad result. But what we do need to do now is we need to go out there and we need to get 3 big points against Exeter. And it'd be nice for them to go down this season. It'd be nice for us to be the ones that did it. But I think it's a little bit too early for that. So let's get into that next game against Exeter. Okay, right, it's the start of the transfer window. It's the day of the Exeter game at home, and the board asked me if I wanted to extend my contract. It runs at the end of this season. I said yes. I don't want to put 3, 4 years on it, but I certainly wouldn't mind sort of extending it by maybe 2. That way it'll be pretty simple for someone to buy me out of my contract. I could try and get more out of them, but I don't know if we need to. I tell you what I'm going to do. Discuss current vision. I want the club's current wage budget. Far too small. Required to meet our expectations. Attract better players to the club. Do you have any other proposals? I don't have any other changes. Everybody's put in the same direction. So if we are supported by suggestions, a pen to paper on a new contract. I think that means they're going to do it. I think 3 years they want me to sign with only £100 a week pay rise. So look, I'll take no pay rise and bump that down to 2 years. Promotion wage rise 30%. So what's that? 180, 360. So that'll put us on sort of 2.5 grand, just under, in the championship if we get there. 90% of compensation for managerial role. Can't even be bothered to work out what that figure actually is. And they have upped my wage budget to 105, so that's an extra 12 grand a week I think they've given us. So not too bad there. Let's try the 2-year thing. They want 3 years. I'm gonna, sometimes that's a bit of a kiss of death doing that. On 1.4. It's a bit of a drop, a little bit harsh if you ask me. I'll take 100 quid loss just to go on to 2 years. Yep, I'm happy with that. Don't want to go that, because then even though clubs that will eventually come in for us won't have a single problem meeting the compensation fee for me, I just that extra year is just a little bit too much. And to be honest, that's me just being honest with them. I don't want to be here in another 2 years' time. I think we would have moved on, and I'd be surprised. It really depends. I don't want to go and say that. I was going to say I'd be surprised if we were here for the start of next season. But to be fair, if we get promoted to the Championship, you never know. We might give it another year with Plymouth. We'll see. So delighted the offer's been accepted. Sean Measures seals new deal with Plymouth. Happy days. You've just signed a new contract. Let's go passionate. Pleased to be given the opportunity to continue what I've started. Can you keep the good times rolling? We've built something very impressive here. Proud of what we've achieved. It's only the beginning. We're hungry for long-term success. Happy days. So let's get into this game. Doing an unbelievable job. Yeah, they're absolutely loving it, and they loving life under Sean Measures. Managerial. Well, while we're here as well, just have a quick look at dynamics. Managerial support is, I don't know if I've ever had it that high, but I can see why it's that high. Looks like hopefully back-to-back promotions, or looking like that. Decent dressing room atmosphere, decent match cohesion. On the hierarchy side of things, 25 out of the 30 players support me. And the ones that don't, Gomez, well, he's a loanee. Carroll, yeah, we've had probably 2 or 3 fallens out already. I can see why not. Belotti, well, I haven't even spoke to him since he's come here, to be honest, because of Gomez. Bettridge, same youngster, and Andrite. Yeah, I mean, that's all fair enough. So everyone that should be supporting me is. Happy days. And let's get into this game. Right. Oh, did not mean to do that. Right, Tunnicliffe stays. Lacey comes out for the youngster, Corey Jordan. Samir Carruthers goes to advanced playmaker. John Terrell drops to the bench. Moses McCarthy comes back into the squad. Dranan, Gomez, Olsen, McGarry. We're going to start Novakovic. I know Olsen scored in the last game, but so did Novakovic, and Novakovic has been playing well, and he's got a good partnership with McGarry. So I think that would just about do us. Do I go Graham Carey instead of Ryan Hedges though? Just because Graham Carey can play both sides. No, we're going to leave it how it is. Okay, we'll submit the team. And this, in many ways, is a bigger game. This is the big derby. They reckon we're going to get a sellout crowd today. It certainly looks very close to a sellout crowd, if it's not. Okay, assertive. Yeah, it's pile on the misery. I didn't love it, but there we go. Right, let's go get at them. I want to be 2 goals ahead within 30 minutes. First highlight, Dedez, McCarthy, Carruthers, spreads it out wide to Dranan. Just slowing the pace down a bit. McCarthy, not the best passer we have. Out wide to Gomez, beats his man. Carruthers, who shoots on the volley. Great technique, unlucky. Well, 15 minutes gone. We're definitely on top. So haven't had a shot on target, but we've had all the shots and nearly 70% of the possession. Now 60. But yeah, we're definitely on top at the moment. 25 minutes in, not a lot happening. So we're just going to switch this to attacking. In case they're coming here and sitting back, which it looks like they probably are. Let us just soak up a little bit of the pressure. Here we go, corner. Dranan puts it in, headed clear. McCarthy back in. Carruthers looked like a really poor touch. I don't really know what happened there. Out wide to Dranan. Carruthers, will he find Dranan again? He will. Dranan will cross. Novakovic, front post. 1-0. Now Exeter have got to come at us. We're going to drop back to control, just because we were doing a good job there. Oh, just clicked on one of the Hordens and Internet Explorer's come up. Yeah, 1-0. They've got to come at us now, so we're back on control, and we will just try and judge the game from there. But Carruthers, I thought he delayed his time getting that to Dranan, but he got it there in the end. Dranan finds Novakovic, great touch, sold the defender into a slide, and then just tucks it away at the near post. Kick-off highlight. I wonder if this is good or bad news. I vote bad. Boateng tries to play his man through. Corey Jordan sweeps up, goes back to the keeper. Come on, let's come away with this. Delaney plays it long. McGarry will chase these all day. Go on, get your cross in. Novakovic, must do. Oh! 41 minutes on the clock. Dranan with the corner. Jordan up. Can't win it though. Dranan back in, far post. Carruthers! Volleys wide of the post again. We definitely can't rest on our laurels. That we need a second here for sure. I think they'll come at us in the second half, and knowing our defence, they will probably score. So we definitely need another goal or two in this game. But half times here, you can't really say nothing to the boys really. You played well, still room for improvement. They liked it. Let's get back at them and sink these bastards. Right, 10 minutes gone, still not a lot happening. I'm going to switch back to attacking. It could be a little bit risky, but if they're coming at us a bit more, there's going to be a bit more space in behind, and it would be nice to get that second goal just so that we can relax a little bit. I do not want to be in the last 10 minutes 1-0 up. Right, Dedez back to McGarry, who just loves being outside of that box. McCarthy, Carruthers. Back to McCarthy, goes back to Carruthers again. That's poor. Oh dear, it looks like Exeter are going to come away with this. Go on, tackle that. Go on, that's Brad McGarry territory. Finish. Come on. 2-0. Get in. We drop down to control. And I've seen games change quickly before, but they're offering very, very little. Corey Jordan, done excellent there. I might even start starting him. Picked him up from Bournemouth. I don't know if you remember me showing you him. He's a decent youngster. I'll just have a quick little look now. 3.5 star potential, only 2 star at the minute, but he's not bad where he needs to be already. And Alex Lacey, I mean, so frustrating, it's unreal. We've got a game in 2 days as well against Wigan, and it's away, so that's a tough game. So we're going to make a couple of changes. Gomez comes off for Hedges. I'm going to keep Novakovic on because he can be replaced with Olsen in the next game if need be. Terrell can cover Carruthers' position, but Moses McCarthy, let's make that change. I might regret that. I don't particularly like how they play in the middle there, because Samir Carruthers is not a ball winner midfielder, but should have enough about him to get this game done. Oh God, what have I said? What have I said? Go away. Oh my Lord, that was going so slow. Corner for Exeter. Slater swings one out to that edge of the box. It's just such a classic Football Manager move these days. Looks like it's all Exeter now, which is a little bit of a worry. Don't know whether to go defensive or counter or something. Wow, I thought that was sneaking in. Give it a couple of minutes and we'll go counter. About 78 minutes. There you go. Let's go counter attacking. Free kick. Hedges hits one straight down the middle. 82 minutes gone. We're going to go defensive. And we're going to get them to concentrate. Here we go. Drenan. Out wide to Hedges. Where's he going? He looks like he's running into trouble. Maybe not. He's beaten everyone. Decent cross. Drenan far post. Didn't look like he got a great deal on the header, but a decent move. Right, we're into the last minute. Still 2-0 ahead. We're not looking in any trouble here. And I think this is just going to be the end game highlight. It should be. Delaney. Carruthers. Terrell. Really slowing this down a bit now. Drenan runs at his man. Tries to find Novakovic. Yeah, Novakovic. But can't. Clear to Tunnicliffe. Terrell. Carruthers. Hedges. Good ball to Drenan. Can he find a cross? He can. Oh, Terrell. Oh, that was a bit of a snapshot from him. Nothing much in that. And as soon as this goal kick's taken, I should imagine that will be it. There it is. 2-0. Big win against our rivals. Clean sheet. We dominated the game. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's get passionate. Well done, lads. Good win for us. And let's see where that puts us. Right. 26 games in. We're second. 4 points behind Walsall. Shame we couldn't have got the win against them. That would have changed things. But look how tight it is in behind us. I mean, the last playoff place is 3 points behind us. 4 points behind us, 5 points behind us, 7 points behind us, 9 points behind us. So I think top 10 is still like the teams that are in contention, I should imagine. I mean, there's still 20 games left, for Christ's sake. Everything could change. But just for now, yeah, top 10 are chasing us. So happy days. That was a decent episode there, really. And let's have a little look when we're going to come back. I mean, we've got the FA Cup third round. I'd love to show you that game, but it's only in one game's time. I want to get as much of this done. I'm not showing you the Checker Trade. I'm not showing you Ipswich Blackburn. I mean, it'll be somewhere around here. I don't want to show you Charlton Yeovil again either, really. I'll find 2 games that we'll come back for. We'll do 2 more episodes before we'll have an episode around here, and then I'll show you the last. We'll do what we did last season, basically. If by the time we come to MK Dons, I need a win to win the league or to get promoted, I'll show you that game. but I'll make sure I show you all the important ones anyway. All right, so thanks for watching, everyone. If you like the video, drop a like, massively helps. Also, get your comments coming in, fire me some questions, and anything you want to see in this save, etc. Any particular screens, things like that. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. But thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in episode 26.